Sometimes it's not enough to do your best. Sometimes you have to do your duty. Hi, this is Ray Anderson. And the words I just quoted were from my dad back at the height of the Vietnam War, when I was trying to decide whether I wanted to join the military or find an alternative, because I really wasn't happy about the mess that we'd gotten ourselves into. But as he reminded me that sometimes we have to do the thing that's right, even if it feels uncomfortable. Today's episode on Lessons in Leadership is going to be about values and why it's important, whether we're in the military or in family life or in a business, to have values that you can count on, values that will help you move forward. The illustration I'm going to use today happens to be from the military, and those lessons I learned there in Vietnam still apply today, and I believe will apply to your business as well. When I got to Vietnam, I was assigned to the 82nd Airborne, an organization with an enormous history of sacrifice and service to the country, particularly in World War II. And so it was an honor to be of service to them. And I really appreciated the people that I got to serve with and the people I served for. Even if I wasn't particularly a fan of the political mess we got ourselves into, it was those values that served me then and serve me today. Prior to getting to Vietnam, because of such a shortage of cadre when we were in basic training, I ended up for 8 months serving as a drill instructor, the express purpose of which is to teach these guys how to survive and make it through another day, and use the values of being a good soldier to move forward on that. And those values, whether they're in the military, at your home, or in your family, will serve you well. There are these 7: duty, loyalty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Today I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking on all of them, but if you were to live your life and have those values as the cornerstones of where you're going and what you're doing, imagine the difference it could make, not only in your personal life, but in the life of your business and the life of the people that you serve. So what do these 7 values I just enumerated from the military have to do with you and your business? One of the things that I have really been challenged by over the years is watching small businesses struggle with moving forward or growing in a way that doesn't overburden, bewilder, and cause a crisis for the owner. And here's what I want to share with you that's related to those 7 words. Meanings are in people, not in words. And that's the most valuable thing I learned in college after I got back from Vietnam. The point is that unless and until you have shared meaning, and everybody knows what duty is, and everybody knows what loyalty and respect and selfless service and honor and integrity and personal courage mean for you and the people who work for you, you're going to have a challenge, because they may be on a different page. And this is where I've really been able to see this in action inside of small businesses, particularly those who get stuck with 5 or fewer employees. They don't have shared meaning. They end up with what I call values conflict. And I'll give you one example, and that should serve as an opportunity for you to look at this in more detail. But basically, I've been in organizations where people say safety is the most important thing we do here. It's a value that we really appreciate. And then when you get to the front line, you realize that what they say, forget about all that safety stuff, we got to get the production out the door. Immediately, you've got a values conflict. So while you're trying to draw your people in, they're resisting you because what you say and what you do are 2 very different things. That is the challenge of values that will prevent you from growing and your people from growing with you. To wrap up this lesson on leadership on values, I want to encourage you to download our PDF on the values that the military uses to instill discipline and get these 7 values. I think they'd be applicable to your business, and I encourage you to take a moment, download them, take a look at them, and see how they apply to your business. This has been Ray Anderson. I look forward to seeing you again next week.